10,000 years before the films are set, and we are in the shadow of the wars that humankind has fought against thinking machines. So we're on the other side of the rise of artificial intelligence. Now we're in the aftermath, and we're in this kind of, it's a time of great rebuilding. There's a young imperium. There are great houses and an emperor and a kind of neo-feudal society, and it's also a time of great imagination. And the great schools are rising, and the school that we are focusing on is the Sisterhood, an organization that will eventually become the Bene Gesserit. And that is what our series is really examining.
Yeah, I like to pitch to people that 10,000 years before the birth of Paul Atreides, a prophecy called for a new hero, and that was a Harkonnen.
Yeah. So this is a show with the Harkonnens at the center.
Yeah, you actually answered my next question. Harkonnen versus Harkonnen. We're sticking with Harkonnen now.
We're sticking with Harkonnen.
Harkonnen.
Harkonnen. It's the double N is the clue.
That's a free lesson for everyone. Now, going 10,000 years back in time, but dealing with really new and interesting technology, how is it to wrap your head around that? What are some of the things we're going to see in this show?
Well, I think, as probably many Dune fans know, spice is still the key to the universe, and part of that is because it keeps interstellar travel going. So we're going to see incredible spaceships and a lot of technology that does not rely on computers, which I think makes Dune such a special science fiction property.
Jordan, are you familiar with the books? Did you guys both have to do a deep dive and learn all about the Duneverse?
I mean, the books, when the first time you read the Frank Herbert book, Dune, it's hard not to fall under its spell. It's got the vast, mysterious landscape of Arrakis. It has mythic characters and meticulous world building and this kind of unforgettable, groundbreaking take on the hero's journey. I think to tell a story in this universe, you kind of have to pay respect and homage to all of that, and I think we've done that in long-form television.
Do you have to have read the books, though, to jump into this show?
I mean, you know, I think the first thing we have to say is the book is the cornerstone of sci-fi, one of the cornerstones. So any science fictions you've seen in the last few decades have been influenced it. But this is a show, an HBO Max original, and it's going to be appearing on HBO. And that means it's a character-driven, thought-provoking narrative that's constantly surprising, always propulsive, and visually breathtaking.
And you don't need to have read the books.
Sorry.
But then, if you have read the books, I think that it'll be super rewarding, and for fans of Dune, like we really try to give the show all the complexity that the world of Dune brings. But I think one of the joys of doing a prequel that's 10,000 years before the movies is it's a great way to start if you haven't familiarized yourself with Dune. So,
and I'll just say one more thing. I think the word Dune, the one thing you got to know about Dune is it requires, you know, grand scale filmmaking, and you know, to pull off that level of scope, you need a lot of trust and encouragement. And our partners at HBO Max and Legendary, you know, told us never hold back. They wanted us to put an epic on screen, and I think we did that, and we achieved that.
I've been lucky enough to see the first 2 episodes, and I absolutely agree with that sentiment. Now, over to the cast. Since we are talking about all new characters in a whole new center of this universe, Emily, I'll start with you. Can you tell us about your character and what's happening at the start of your character's journey?
What was really delicious to me as an actor about coming into this world was that these women are from a truly, truly recognisably messed up family. They've had an awful childhood, and it's sort of propelled them away. And nothing in this world is good and bad. Everything is compromised and strange, and yet what Valia Harkonnen sets her sights on is really determining the right path for humankind. That's her ambition. And
It's worth
taking over the
mentioning.
universe, right?
well,
I was going to say, I think it's worth mentioning you're playing a Harkonnen, and I think that makes a lot more sense when we just figure out the family that you're coming from, because the Harkonnens are very much known for seeking power. They're quite ambitious, and it does run in the family. Olivia, let's learn about your character, who's also a Harkonnen.
Yeah, I'm the little sister, the misunderstood little sister. You may or some of you have one of those. I am a misunderstood little sister, so I felt very able to connect with this character. The first thing that Emily and I did when we started researching this role, playing sisters, was to go and look at portraits of Queen Elizabeth I and Mary Queen of Scots, and to see what a truly screwed up family can do to each other.
The fact that you're playing sisters within a sisterhood as well, the complicated dynamics just kind of keep going. What was it like having this on-screen sort of sister chemistry with the ambition, with this fueling the desire of what's best for the sisterhood? How was that working together?
Well, I've always said that the words family, love are an oxymoron.
Olivia and I go back decades, actually. Decades. We were at the Royal Shakespeare Company together a million years ago. And just having a really great understanding of the language of that kind of drama, I guess. It was really fun to play. It was, challenging, and these characters are quite brutal in many ways.
And we had a wonderful tribe of children, one of whom is here today, Chloe Lee. Watch this space, everybody. Chloe Lee. She is one of our novices, one of the people who was born into the sisterhood and trained up to be one of us. And it's a confused mixture of ambition, love, and discipline that we raise our young with.
I think Olivia and I were also sort of 20 years ago, 25 years ago, would never have imagined in a million years that we would be here leading this company like
With
this.
you.
So that's quite something. Thank you.